Okay, so last session, you guys had managed to escape a bathroom encounter, though the experience was a little concerning. Although Ambulance tries to make you ignore it by offering you some ice cream. You then make your way back home to find that Alan has locked himself out. There, there in which the limo got crashed into the garage door, and you guys have access to the building, but he didn't really have like I got to thinking about it. I was like, just because he's locked out, that doesn't mean the rest of you guys are. It's Ambulance's house. She's home, so she has access. Um, so she lets you guys into the house. Um, and she says, well, I guess we'll have to figure out something about the garage. But for the time being, how about you guys go up and head to bed if you want? Uh, Tell I know you need it. You can definitely look it. And she just kind of nods silently before uh, tiptoeing her way up the stairs. I don't know if you guys want to offer a hand here, but we might just try to patch something until we can fix this in the morning. It looks like there's, you know, gonna have a crunched garage door. Um, but other than that, everything seems to be okay. Do you guys want to give me a human perception?
Yeah. Oh fuck! I almost dropped the phone.
You can't do
Who
that.
the heck?
It's illegal.
Don't drop the phone.
No, it's because this phone case is literally breaking
Plus
apart.
7.
That it don't let me grip.
Hey.
Your perception. I'm opening up the app right now. Stats. Clue 16.
Okay. Um, with a 16, you can tell that by the way she says there's nothing to worry about, that she she's doing it in such a way that she is a good liar. So you can tell that she's saying that there's no problem for you guys, but she's not being completely honest and saying that there's no problem at all, just that there's no problem for you guys. And then she says, other than we don't have any water for the moment, but you won't be able to shower, unfortunately, but we'll hopefully be able to pump the tank in the morning, get the keys out, and get things up and running for tomorrow evening.
No shower.
Um, and unless you guys have anything to say, she kind of pulls Wrench aside and kind of starts chewing him out a little bit. And if you guys want to, you can kind of listen in. But they're doing it kind of quietly, so you have to give me some sort of check.
I'm in the business to know. Let's see what I got.
You could do stealth to get close. You can use lip reading. You could, with a really good language check, I might allow it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go for language then, because I have a 6 in that, so I'm hoping I at least get an 18. Got a 20.
Okay. What is it that you're doing? You're just kind of standing back and trying to pick up snippets of the conversation, see if you can understand.
Yeah, reading their lips and seeing on their body language how they're doing and what's going on, if there's something
Okay.
specific.
With a 20, you can tell that Ambudance is turned away, and she's pretty stoic. She does seem to be quite upset with Wrench, and Wrench is just so tired that he's like, I'm sorry, like, I know that this is an excuse, but like, I am like overworked kind of situation where he's just very defeated. His shoulders are slumped, and she actually like snaps at him, Uh, and then you see like a shift in his demeanor where he like kind of stands up a little bit, and like that tiredness kind of fades away as you realize that he's kind of entered fight or flight mode a little bit.
Mm.
I think you specifically, Song, would recognize this kind of behavior because you do this from time to time, and you can see that this man is at their wits' end. You can see like his hands clench a little bit. Um, they're like clenching and unclenching over and over again as he's kind of got this 1,000 yard stare where he's listening to her but not listening to her at the same time. Um, like he wants to say something, but he's holding himself back. Um,
One ear out the other, yeah.
yeah. Um, I think that's the information that you get that Ambulance is upset. Wrench is on his last straw, literally,
Yep.
and his last straw is on fire, basically. Um,
Mm.
because you got a 20, I will let you know that she does seem to be concerned about security. Um, you know, she's like, we crunched the door because of you, and he's like arguing that wasn't his fault. He was just asking to wait. Um, and so now they have the problem, and then there does seem to be a problem about the water, as in there's like something else that's a problem, not just the fact that you guys can't wash your bodies or do dishes or run a bath or anything. There seems to be something else, but you can't pick up on it because you can't see her lips from where you're standing.
Has to do with something with that. What was it, basement area and those energy core type of things, right?
You could make that assumption.
That's what I was assuming.
Again, nobody knows that you know that information.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you guys doing?
Alright, so can't take a bath, but we can go upstairs. Is
Yeah.
there like a common living area upstairs, kind of like you ever know like the MTV Cribs? They're like, oh yeah, this is where you can hang out, and they just have another living room in the second floor for some reason.
Uh, there is kind of like a secondary living room, but it's like kind of joint living room, dining room because it's like a place for hosting events so that you can have like two parties going at the same time.
Just gonna, I was just gonna usher the other two, three. I don't know how you want to handle that. The other players upstairs. Just like signal them to
Um,
start walking while they have the mom and dad fight in the background.
I
Mom and
will
dad fight.
say that a lot of I think she's a bit stressed. Um, so I think she just goes and locks herself in a room.
All right.
Um,
Did
okay, I just
Teleporta go to her room?
Yes,
Yumi
unless you
is
want to
gonna
stop her.
wanna Yumi's gonna go to hers, which I don't remember if we established it, but I was trying when we were like saying what rooms we were getting. I was gonna try to be next to whichever room she ended up in.
Sure.
Um, and then she's gonna basically first thing she's gonna figure out is she's gonna open the window and see if at all it looks like there's a ledge to be able to walk on to get to Tello's window.
Okay.
The
As you
catwalk.
open the window, there's like a very thin screen that actually, as you go to touch it, it like shocks you a little bit. It's like a bug screen.
That's a pretty hype idea, actually.
That sounds nice.
I would even go as far as to say that you recognize this kind of like model and brand, and you do know that they security lock after like during the evenings so that they can't be like jimmied or messed with.
Gotcha. So basically Yumi's assumption would be that even in an emergency, she would likely not be able to get these things off quick.
In an emergency, they do break outwards, so you could run and jump through this, and you won't get shocked because they're like designed to break. You know, because you got to have exit points, but like that will destroy it. And
I'll basically tell you what Yumi's thinking.
that'll
She's
break an
thinking
alarm.
if something happens in Tella's room, they run over and the door doesn't open. She's thinking of trying to get in through the window. But it's looking like if they only break outward, that's probably not going to be possible to get in through Tella's window.
No.
Right.
Unless something also broke outwards.
Gotcha. What is the ceiling made of?
The ceiling's made of plasteel, and there's 5 stories to this building. And you guys are probably on like the 2nd or 3rd story. There's like a whole nother story or 2 above you.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can move on because now I'm just trying to think of how, like, potential avenues to get into that room if something is going down.
I will say that, and I think Ambudance, I forgot her name for a second, would give you this information so that you can access it. She's not giving you access, but like she made a specific point to point out is that between the floors, there is like a kind of, it's like a crawl space. You guys know what those are?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like where all the ducting is, and you can like get access and go around in it. Again, it's not easy to maneuver through there, but it is possible. And I would say that you would know where that access is. To put a label on it, I'll say that there's probably access points in like the bathroom and near the stairs. Those seem to be like good points of interest.
That should work then. Because that would be able to cover both Tella and Ambudance if stuff started going down.
Okay. But yeah, no, please feel free to ask questions. Let's get some information for you guys. I don't want to like spend time describing everything, but like if there is something of interest or you want specific details on, please feel free to ask.
Also, where is L? Because we saw a wrench. He was
L went home. L's just the designer, so they show up to like make sure that like deliveries get shown up, that they like sign off on things, but they don't really hang out and they don't do a lot of the work and maintenance. They will pop in from time to time to check in on you guys and see, like, get your feedback on, like, what do you think of the house? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? That kind of thing. But, like, their job is pretty much done because they've already designed the house and now the house is just being built.
Gotcha. So pretty much Wrench stays here until his job's done.
Yeah. Which they're like they're in the home stretch. Like the pool is installed, they just need to like put water in it. You know, the hedge maze is installed and needs to be trimmed a little bit. There's like little stuff here and there, but literally like you guys watched the kitchen sink go in today, and that was like the final buttoning up that's kind of happening. And so you guys just don't have like water, but other than that, the house is pretty much done.
All right.
Spoiler warnings, Wrench does stay for the rest of the campaign because there's always work that needs to be done.
Understandable.
Especially if we keep making bullet holes in the floor.
Yes, literally.
Who's we?
Now that the main characters have arrived, this guy's repair job will never end.
Yeah, I just picture it's the end of the campaign. We accidentally knock a glass off the table, it breaks, and then that's when Wrench shows up for the finale. That's it.
That's how you summon him, is by putting a hammer
Yeah.
through the drywall.
You just
And he
break
just
shit to
bursts through the
summon him.
wall. Bursts through the door.
God
Magical
damn it!
sledgehammer appears.
It's almost done.
Now I'm just thinking, we're like in a room, and then we're like thinking, I have a question for Wrench. I need to find him, and someone just punches a window.
Wrench, do you have any Flex Seal? I got some Flex Seal for your mouth.
Got any tape?
Let's
Oh,
see.
man.
That's, yeah, no.
There's
Oh,
actually a
so
really
these
good
are all in our
reason why
rooms.
his code name is Wrench, but I can't tell you guys.
It's because there's always something that needs to be tightened. I don't know.
Actually, if you paid close attention, I let it slip in the first episode.
Damn it.
Or session 0, rather. Wait. No, session 1, yeah. Session
Oh, so
0 was
session
at
0
the
Wrench was
diner.
mentioned. Yeah, I was gonna say he wasn't even mentioned in session 0.
Yeah, this campaign's just getting
let's
off the
see.
ground.
Mm-hmm.
Be a shame if it fell apart.
Yeah. So now I unlocked the nuke I have in my split case. Nah. I guess Uno's just gonna be changing out his clothes into his nighttime clothes since it's getting late.
What's his nighttime clothes?
Just a tank top and pajama pants with some puppy dog slippers.
Okay.
I was hoping you were gonna say it was pajamas that look like a suit.
Nah. That's only when there's corporate sleepovers.
Corporate sleepovers.
Hell
The
yeah.
boss is a weird one, alright.
Take an egg point
That's just-
for
That's just when
inventing.
it's enforced overtime.
Yeah, But the boss says it's corporate sleepovers when he really wants us to work a bit more.
It's
Sorry,
fun.
Alec,
Get out your dog slippers and keep working.
God.
That's great. I like that.
Oh, up at equals plus.
Okay. Have
We'll go to like
Are you guys going to bed?
Why you say it with such a
I mean,
grimace
I
on
just
your
like keep
face?
asking, what are you guys doing? And you're like, I don't know.
I was trying to
Well-
usher people to a room to talk about the diner, but I guess
Oh yeah, that's right. You brought everyone over, and then someone started asking about the
And
vents.
everyone just went to bed.
Okay,
Nah,
okay.
he's getting ready for bed. There's a
Ta-
difference.
Tomcat pulls Yumi aside, who is investigating the vents, and then he's like, "Hey, where's Song?" And then Song comes out wearing the PJs, just like already
He
changed.
comes out with the slippers.
Hmm.
He's
Don't
Uno
forget
in
his
this one.
nightcap. Don't worry, on his PGs there's
Do
dollar
you,
signs.
do you
on
also
them.
have your candle on your bronze lamp?
No, dickhead.
Is he Scrooge now?
Hit us with the
He has
long
his-
shoe.
He has his eye fold on or blind. What's it called? Night folds? I forgot what
Night-
they're called.
Night
Knife-
blindfold.
Yeah.
Night blindfold. Yeah, on half his eye right now.
He's got it half down. All right, he's a pirate. Got it.
Yar.
So, I just don't want to be awkward about dinner. We all three got stuck in the bathroom. You got stuck in another bathroom. Did anybody else find that water was weird?
You
It's
know,
in water.
I thought that was just backed up pipes and rusted pipes and water mixed together.
Yeah, but like for a minute there with the lights, it was.
Oh, yeah, It was blood.
Yeah, that was not normal.
Well, it's Night City. What do you expect? Nothing's normal.
We're not.
I expect
I
the
forgot.
sewage system to not have sewage that is exclusively blood.
We're in Carta City.
Carter City. Got it. We're putting that down the
That is a reference
Don't-
nobody's gonna get. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Well, at least I can know we're in Carter City.
I'll let you know when you can get it, when there's a reference you can get. Someone already got the Stardew Valley reference.
Yeah, it's that fella down there.
best character.
Alright. So, anyways,
If that
infinitely
happens,
not
you
normal.
don't go into the sewers.
Yeah, obviously, but infinitely not normal. And then the bathroom locks. So, like, do we have a contingency plan if something goes wrong right now? Like, do we have a plan for this?
Well, I could schedule one, if anything.
How do you schedule never mind. My point
Ever heard
being
about building
is,
statistics?
Globally speaking, schedules.
yeah, if it's happened once, it'll happen again. Bad things usually happen in threes, just like good things. So I think we should be at least somewhat prepared for things to go wrong.
Don't ask
Everything
for
happens in
superstition.
threes sometimes.
Sometimes it happens in twos, in two sets of twos, but then it turns out there's three sets of twos.
But wouldn't that be
One
fours
must
and
not
sixes?
count to 4 unless on their way to 5.
Oh, it's
Exactly.
out the door. I thought you were gonna say.
No, but my point being is if things are going to continuously start trending wrong, I feel like we should probably start asking more questions than we do.
I trust Ambulance. If she has something to tell me, she will.
I don't know. Something doesn't feel right. I don't feel comfortable. But I'm still going to stick it out for the short term. I just don't know how many more times I can get covered in bodily fluid.
When you live in the city, it happens every day.
Just
Why is
Well,
that
I don't
going?
know if you're going to like the parties around here very much then.
oh, hello there.
Hey,
Ants.
hey there. You know, you'd think for someone who glows, you would have less subtlety.
She raised an eyebrow.
You came into the room, I didn't notice.
There
Look,
is a
he's in the
difference
mouth.
between having presence and using it.
Fair enough. I don't know. That bathroom situation was weird. I just wanted to point it out.
Dog okay?
You don't need to worry about it. And once again, she says that thing of you don't need to worry about it, as in it's not your job.
Then who does?
She turns and looks at you. You know, maybe we could talk about that right now. I do still need to talk to you about something, Song.
Uno.
He's Uno in this game.
Oh, Uno, sorry.
You're fine.
Gosh
I
dang
got
it.
3 damn names in the server.
That's why I usually try to stick with just the name of the character
But
for
look.
the campaign.
For all 3 sessions I'm in the server, it's in sequence of one I play each character.
Yeah, but I always change it.
He
Eh,
does
But the
homework.
thing is that never mind.
Okay.
You do your own thing.
Like,
yeah, it's confusing, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just lazy.
It's still my job. If you need to talk to Uno, I'm still game for this, but it is just weird. I wanted to make sure that it was addressed and not just going crazy. That's all I'm saying.
That's the first thing about the city life. You don't know if you still have your sanity at the end, nor if you lost it.
Alright, no need to get philosophical on me.
Alright, so I guess we don't speak English here, we speak metaphor.
The moon waxes and wanes, and which shape will it be depends on the day. What are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah, no, it's...
This is getting too
Like this-
confusing. Just tell me if I need to kill something.
Okay,
I
I'll
will
keep that
let
in
you
mind.
know. You will
Points
know.
at the roach.
There is no roach.
Oh, darn. Just a speck.
Alright. But I'll leave you to Uno with that. I'm going to go rinse off what I can. Wait, we have no water. Fuck.
Just use a dry
Punk
rag.
it walks
You'll
to his
do
room.
good.
There are towels.
You know what? That'll work. And then Tomcat walks off.
The balcony?
Yeah, the balcony. Well, he
Walks
walks
off the
off to his
room.
room. Yeah, he walks directly off the balcony, and then he walks out of the scene.
It's it's a nomad tradition. They gotta walk off the balcony when they leave a room that they don't enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that is very cyberpunk for an NPC just to turn and no clip out
Oh,
of the
yeah.
room.
If you leave
Oh,
the area of the
shit.
map, you get teleported to your home spawn.
I
Yeah,
love that.
exactly.
I love that.
And just black
You're out
out
of
and wake up
bounds.
back home. How did I get here?
You slept on your bed sideways.
All right. Well, Yumi.
Yeah, she'll also go unless ambulance tells her to stay.
Okay, no. She wants to talk to Uno.
The Uno that you know.
Now,
Hey.
Unit, if you remember, you kind of
Mhm.
caught Ambidance a few times. You know some information
Mhm.
that she doesn't know that you know. But she feels like you're maybe reaching a little bit.
Meaning.
So I don't know if you want to let her like start off the conversation, or if you
Oh no,
want to say
that's
something.
Uno's gonna let him speak and just
Okay.
pick off whatever.
She says, I have brought you guys in here to do a very specific job. Part of that is to relax, have fun, and there is a reason for that. But also at the same time, you do have some very specific jobs that I need you to focus all of your attention on. And that means that there is information that I'm not letting you in on for a very specific reason. Some of that is to not keep you distracted. Some of that is to keep you safe from information that you shouldn't know. And the other half of it is that some of it just isn't your business. Now, I can't say which and what is where and why. That would be, revealing what the information is and why you can't know it. That being said,
Time out. Hold up. I don't know if you were stuttering on purpose or your thing was bugging out a bit.
Oh, sorry. Here, I'll speak a little bit more directly into the mic.
Yeah.
I know that you like to get to the bottom of things and dig up information, but I'm going to let you know firsthand. Don't go poking your nose where it doesn't belong unless you're fine with it getting cut off. And that's not me threatening you. That's me warning you. Do I make myself clear? When you
If you
need
would have
to
said it from the
know,
start.
you will know.
Well, the thing is, I was hired for a job, not much detail besides act normal. We all have different definitions of such, so I wonder, is there a reason we're not knowing certain things besides our own safety or save your own tail? Either or, I need to ensure I know what I have to not be in trouble.
Give me persuasion or bureaucracy.
I'll see which one I got higher on that.
Unless there's another skill you
Persuasion or
want to try and
bureaucracy?
use.
I must persuasion. P. 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 Let's see. Interrogation? Will that fly?
Yes. You are interrogating her. Again, I will give you different responses and different information depending upon which skill you use. But so you tell me what you are doing here, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna do interrogation.
Okay.
And
You are
with
trying
a
to
high
figure
roll.
out the truth. What you want to know what's going on.
Right. Shut up, Silva. 29 on interrogation.
Hmm. Oh, okay. That's a number.
I'm surprised.
Now,
Yeah, I'm just looking
She
at the voice
she
gesture
looks at
helps a lot.
you long and hard. And what's your humanity at?
Humanity?
Yes. You feel her looking into your soul.
You mean empathy or humanity?
Your humanity.
Shit, hold up. Fuck. 40. I had to go back to bio.
Okay. She sighs and she says, I need as little interference as possible for solving this ghost hunt. There is a lot of spiritual energy in the air, tying things together. Have you ever tried walking through a maze like a spider web? All these different threads connecting, and I need you guys to be focal points, pillars of sanctity and peace that allows me to investigate this. I cannot be any more clear than that when I say that there is danger that you cannot comprehend. And the best thing that you can do to help me out right now is to not be nosy. And I'm sorry if that's a bad answer for what you're looking for, but. And then she kind of stops for a second and she looks towards Telly's room. Does that answer, or can we get back to work, or do you have something else that you want to hold over my head?
Evidence. Our relationship works on trust. I hope that was apparent. If I don't know certain things, I'll believe that it's something hidden and more worse than it is within the line of work I've done.
Roll me persuasion.
Again? Fuck.
Or actually,
Oh,
hold
first
on.
time.
What's something that uses empathy? How about conversation?
Conversation?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I think you're talking to her like one-on-one right now. Like that you're
Yeah.
like stepping outside of your role and being like, more than just coworkers, like, and a job. Like, we're people too. Like, this is, we have a right to know.
For what Evidence has done for Uno in that, split moment, he wants to trust them, but for how well it was, he's still skeptical of how it was done. So he has to understand if they're still worthy of trusting. Wow, 25.
She caves. And she says, okay, my friend Talia over there is being haunted. And I think you guys have seen some of the results of that earlier this evening. There are things that can influence the world and change people's perception. And the more that people see that and believe it, the more it becomes real. Does this make sense? The more that you understand and know something, the more dangerous and powerful it becomes. How do you fight something like that? It's secrecy. It's keeping information hidden, and it's making sure that the people that you trust are as oblivious to it as possible. Because the more blind you are to the thing in the darkness, the less real it is. And she glances back at Tyler's room. It almost seems like she's looking through or looking at something. Like she's checking on something.
Can I don't well, I'm not a damn net runner or anything to see what type of cyberware she has. Is there a way I could kind of peek at her eye and then
Give me a
maybe
cyber
deduce
tech
something?
check.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do horrible on it, but yeah, cyber tech check.
Yeah.
Scroll all the way down. Cyber tech. 15.
You can tell that she's got like some filter over her eyes, and you know that like her building was built to very specific specifications. So you think that she has some sort of like eye thing that allows her to basically see what she wants in her own home, is what you're kind of piecing together. You don't know exactly what it is or how it works, but you think that she basically has X-ray vision in her own house.
Hmm. All right.
So I can give you the specifics, but understand that that makes more work for me, and you're going to have to pick up the slack. Are you ready to do that? I didn't think that this group would get this far this fast, but it seems like with the way that things are progressing, we might just need to.
Ambidance, you understand I can handle any workload as long as I'm given prior notice or at least given some sort of idea of what to complete. So,
She kind of clenches
I'm
and
keen for more.
unclenches her jaw, kind of like through it, chewing on that for a moment. Like unsure how to respond to that. Of you saying that you can
Then,
handle any workload. You know that
right,
she knows about what you're going through.
right. And I think I want to make this apparent. Uno doesn't believe jack crap about spirits or magic.
Do
He
you
believes
do
in
you
pure
say that?
science. No, I'm just gonna make that apparent though.
I
I'm not
mean,
gonna have him say it just yet.
after what she just said, you might think that that's the reason why she hired you.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. Logical and factual Uno.
Well, also the fact that she said that the more people understand and believe in something, the powerful it gets. The fact that you can know of something and just straight up choose not to believe it doesn't give them any power.
Hmm.
Which you believe is probably the only reason why she's telling you this.
Right. Then
Or at least one of the reasons.
after that, Uno's gonna say, "It's getting late. You seem tired and stressed."
I think we
And
all are.
he will end it with saying, "I'm grateful for what you've done, but this is just another job which I'm willing to do as long as you're willing to."
That's what life is, just another job leading to the next. But I think
Right.
we've all earned a hard night's sleep. We all deserve some rest. And then you hear like a clang down below, and Wrench's like, ow!
Ease up on him. You know, laborers have it a bit harder than us folks in office.
I thought you guys had it the worst.
Mm, well, talking to people and working on computers, it's
You have a lot
just
more
repetitive.
responsibility. You hold people's lives in your hands. Every, piece of paper that comes through your desk, that's somebody's. I couldn't imagine
Unfortunately,
handling
at the end
that.
of the day, they're just numbers and words. But the laborers, you have to give them a bone here and there.
As you say that people are just numbers and words, she looks saddened, but she doesn't say anything.
Don't worry,
Anyways, this
I'm a number
one-on-one
two.
roleplay has gone on long enough. I think we should get back to the game.
Yeah, I was trying to end it too.
Okay.
Alright.
She goes back. She goes back to the stairs to go up to her room. It's
Yep.
on the second to top story. The top
Uno goes
story
to
is
his.
just an entire jungle gym swimming pool combination thing.
What the fuck? What?
You know those like McDonald's play paces that it's like a bunch of tubes and things? Yeah, it's like that
You
in a
said-
combination with a swimming pool. It's like some of the
I got
things you
lost.
can swim through and some of them you have to climb through because there's like air pockets and thing. It's
Yeah.
like a whole thing. It's super cool.
I got lost when you said swimming pool. I said, how are you gonna do a jungle gym and a swimming pool at the same time?
Sorry, not jungle
Honestly-
gym. Play place.
Yeah,
But for
honestly, you said
adults.
adult play place and swimming pool, and I thought somebody just filled their swimming pool with like Orbeez, like a ball pit.
Have
Oh,
you
so-
guys
so
have you
fucking-
guys ever put a trampoline in the swimming pool?
Yeah, it was
no.
disappointing.
Yeah, it's super awesome, right?
It's disappointing.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it? To like jump onto the trampoline and just hit rock hard water.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Just the worst belly
Oh.
flop, and then you get rug burn too. It's the worst.
You just stacked debuffs.
What? Why do kids think that that is just like the coolest thing ever? Like, dude, what if we come out and just
Because,
like
like,
not realize?
Trapped
You
in
hit the concept and
bounce
you're
house.
like, I can jump into the water from the height of a trampoline. And nowhere does the kid understand physics.
hmm But
Which-
see, if you put a trampoline
sucks.
next to a pool, that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah,
But,
then
like-
it works.
Yeah.
Unironically, the fucking trampoline they use for the Olympics, you know, the one where they do the running jump and then they like do it
Yeah.
like 30 flips in the air. That would be hype as fuck instead of a fucking diving board.
That's why you
Just
get
get
a
yourself
bounce
one
house
of them.
water slide.
Yeah.
But I will say that is a universal thing. Like, I know that a bunch of people have talked about like, oh yeah, putting the trampoline in the swimming pool. I thought that was just me. Like, how is that not just a thing I thought of? Why have multiple people thought of that?
Because we were dumb kids.
Yeah.
Look, you see
didn't have access
something
to
and you
internet
want to
yet.
combine it with a swimming pool. It's just kind of
Anywho,
an
we're getting
order.
distracted.
CC monkey.
Yeah.
Do you guys do anything as you're going to bed, or you just hop in bed and go to sleep?
Oh, Uno's gonna make some more schedules and calls to make sure everything's set, so he's not behind on any work.
Okay.
I'm gonna find the cleanest pair of socks I own and change shoes.
Okay.
I forgot you've been running around in muddy shoes.
Muddy
Bloody, I
shoes,
mean.
bloody shoes, rusty shoes.
All the
Yeah.
above.
Before all that, they were vomit shoes, you know.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Trench foot.
Gotta
Excuses.
step 'em all.
But yeah, my cleanest pair of socks before I go to bed.
Okay.
Alright.
You guys all fall asleep. I would like all of you to roll me perception
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Percent. Can I void it with an egg point or a ting-a-ting?
So if you use an inspiration, you can re-roll, which is like negating it. An egg point just adds 10 to it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still used to the old one. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I use an inspo, if I use an inspo on this, right, I'll just be a straight roll.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Got it.
I will say this, just because I'm being nice.
Boy.
How about you go ahead and roll twice, and instead of using the lower option, you get to use the higher option, which is technically what an
Okay.
inspiration is used for. But like, I basically, rather than canceling out the disadvantage and just rolling once, I'm allowing you to roll twice and choose the higher option.
Okay.
Okay.
Perception 15. I'm not adding an egg point.
Di-
I'm
wait,
letting, I'm
hold
letting it
on.
ride.
Did you roll a 1 and then rolled
Yeah, I
another
rolled
one?
and I rolled another one, and I rolled another one.
No. Once you've rolled one, you don't keep going.
Yeah, the one only explodes one time.
Yeah. Tens can keep
No,
exploding,
you
but
said
not
at
ones.
disadvantage. So that was the. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh
no.
yeah, that's wait.
That
So you
previous
rolled a
one was
one and then you rolled a one again.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I stopped after the first one because I didn't want to tempt fate, and I added my plus 10 and it fixed it. Don't worry, guys.
Okay.
So I got a total of 10.
I got a 15. What'd you get, Yumi?
16. I got 2 on the die, unfortunately.
Okay. You guys are probably still light enough, sleeping, that you hear kind of like it's a sound it's kind of indescribable. It's like when you didn't even realize it, but you pop your ears and you realize that, it's suddenly quieter now. You kind of like maybe your eyes flash open a little bit and you're like, why am I awake? And then you kind of like realize that there is a sound, but it's like so low that it's almost imperceptible. And, it could be anything. It could be just, some of the machinery, just natural white noise of the house or something. It's just, you
He's
notice
gonna
it.
get up and patrol.
Okay. How do you patrol?
She's mostly just gonna. She's gonna try to stay quiet in case nobody else woke up from whatever this sound is. So she's gonna be like sneaking around.
Okay,
But
roll
she's gonna
stealth.
go out.
Where are you going first?
First thing she's gonna do is she's gonna just go out her door and just kind of just like look at everybody's doors, listen, like put her
I
ear
will
up to
say,
them to
as you
make sure
go
there's nothing.
into the hallway, the sound gets quieter, as if it's more muffled. As you go to the center of the building, the sound gets quieter.
Let me roll that stealth check real quick. I got a 20 for stealth.
Okay.
If it gets
Not even the
quieter,
intruder knows you're here.
if it gets quieter from her going into the hallway, she's gonna try to triangulate, I guess, the direction that the sound might be coming from.
Every single time that you move towards like an exterior wall, or like make your way towards a door or a window that leads outside, it seems to get louder. You think the sound's coming from outside. Have you looked through any of the windows outside, or are you just exploring the inside of the house right now?
Yeah, her first thought was something was going on inside, but now that let's see if I have anything that can help me see outside. I don't have any like night vision or anything, or I have a flashlight. But if I'm being stealthy, that's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna peek out the window while kind of be crouching below it.
All right,
Like,
give me
just
a
my head.
perception check. I will say that there probably is like some lights. There's probably like some exterior lights, kind of like near the driveway. There's also probably stuff along the roads and like the nearby houses. So like, there's probably a lot of light pollution. So it's probably not pitch black outside, I will say. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you disadvantage.
I got 17.
You don't figure out where the sound is coming from. And as you move around and check different things, you don't see like you can't seem to triangulate where it's coming from. It just seems to be outside. And as you pass one of the windows, you think you see something for a second, and you kind of lean back, and then it's just not there. And you're thinking like, huh, that's weird. Roll me a d10.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to say what skill this
6.
is. What is your deduction modifier?
Where is it? Plus 11.
Okay. With that, I will say that when you move your head fast enough, you almost see something. it's almost like you can catch it in your peripheral vision when you're like not looking at it. You can kind of see it. And it almost seems to be like a figure standing in the distance, just in the middle of the road. Utilizing this method that you've sort of figured out, I will allow you to roll one more perception check.
I'm spinning something.
Okay. Inspiration
Let's see
allows
how
you to
many-
reroll. Egg point is an
I'm
auto
not sure.
10.
quick seeing how many of these. Okay, I've got 3 inspiration. I'll use inspiration. There we go, 23.
With a 23, you find like a good spot where they're just in your peripheral vision, where you're looking straight forward. You're not looking at them. But you can kind of make out the vague shape of a humanoid form, and they're standing in the middle of the road. And it was kind of hard to make them out at first because it seems like they're holding something, kind of like around their waist. They just kind of have their arms straight down, and their hands are underneath something, and you think it's like a box or something. Like it's square, but it's got like a pitched roof. It kind of looks like a birdhouse, but it's not a birdhouse, but it's something like that. And you realize that one of the other things that was making this figure hard to decipher is that they don't seem to have a head. But they wear these kind of dark gray robes. And as you're kind of coming to this conclusion and you're able to kind of see them a little bit better and kind of understand what's going out there, though you're not moving, you're not making any noise, you're not doing anything that would warrant this, it's almost like they turn in your direction. What do you do?
Yumi is thinking that some weird cyberware thing is going on and this is a trap or distraction. She doesn't want to open any of the doors or windows in case that gives them a way of entry, in case they're not inside already. Because
As
she's
you're
still
thinking
thinking,
about
practically.
opening doors and giving them entry, you hear a creaking sound from upstairs.
She will start making her way that way.
I will also say, if you try to look at where that figure was anymore, you can't perceive them. Also, I will say at this point, the sound has stopped. So anyone that was paying attention to that. Who rolled the... I think it was... Wait, what did
15.
Alejandro, what'd you get? You got a 15.
I got 10.
Okay, yes. Uno. You would notice that as
Yeah.
you're laying there, the sound just stops. It like cuts off. It goes away. And so you're like, oh shoot, there
Where'd
was
the
a
white nose
sound.
go?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Uno's just gonna go up and use the. We don't have restrooms in our rooms. There's one restroom area, right? Bathroom, I mean.
The if you
Forgot, that's why.
think consider this is a terrible way, but like think of this as like a school where like there's hallways connecting things, and so like each classroom is like a bedroom or like a game room, and then there are every so often like communal bathrooms kind of thing.
Sure. I'm just gonna have Uno go to the communal bathroom to go.
There's no water.
You know.
He don't care.
Okay.
He's gonna
That's not his problem.
He's gonna
That's
piss in the
Rich's.
toilet, and when water comes up, he'll flush it.
Leave a surprise for Rich.
Fuck.
He's gonna open a pipe.
So
He's gonna open the sink trap.
all right. PSA for everyone out there. how toilets work is that there is like a reservoir at the back of them. That's what that big tank is. That's like what water.
Mhm.
So like when you flush, it dumps a bunch of water to rinse everything out of the bowl and send it down the tube and everything out and whatnot. If there is not water in your bowl, that means that it's got like a full drain access to wherever your sewer is, and it stinks. It rinks. So you want to keep water in your bowl because that will keep like a suction to make sure that nothing comes back up. If you don't
Water traps
have
smell.
water, you can flush the toilet once, but then that means that the reservoir doesn't have any water again. So like depending upon your situation, it is okay to flush the toilet once, but like if you know that the tank needs to be drained tomorrow, like might just be better to piss in the bowl and not flush.
Also, fun fact: it takes
Also, this is probably
35
cyberpunk
people.
toilets, so there isn't a tank. It's just like works.
There's no water in there either. It's just like they sterilize it after.
Oh, you know what? It's probably like a
Like an airport toilet.
like a motorhome where it's just like it just opens up like a valve and then closes off and it just goes down a hole kind of thing. That's probably what it is.
He's gonna flush because it's just muscle memory.
Okay. Uh 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 Hey Uno,
What's up?
could you roll me empathy, please?
Empathy.
I don't want to say what this is, but roll a d10 plus your empathy.
Okay. Well, my empathy says my empathy says 4/6. So what would that be? Oh, I don't know how I got a 4/6.
I think you can choose that.
I could choose between 4 or 6.
When you make your character, you can do lots of stuff.
No, no, words. It just
You
says
have
4/6.
Your starting empathy was 6, but your current empathy is 4. That's what that
Oh,
means.
okay. It's because the eyes got it. I forgot about that. When you get started, where you
Yeah.
lose empathy, or you lose a little bit of humanity, or closer.
Mhm.
So that means I
Yep.
have 4. You said D6 or D10?
D10. Why would it be a D6? That's a different
Everything is
game
a-
system.
Everything is a D10 except for damage, which is D6.
That's why. I was thinking that. Is she a Chevron?
No. As you flush the toilet, yellow liquid goes down and then red liquid comes back up.
God damn it!
The house is bleeding.
Somebody
Monster
stabbed
House.
the house.
Just gonna close the bowl and walk out.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Sure. There we go. Wow, 3. Used all on other stuff.
All right, you don't notice anything.
I mean, if that was for him seeing if he noticed Yumi,
No.
if he's awake, Yumi. Okay.
But yeah, Yumi would probably. Well, what are you? Yeah, you're probably coming back upstairs at this point because you heard a creak, right?
Yeah, like if she saw that one of them was awake, she would have gotten their attention. But if not, then she would have let them.
Yeah, you're
be for
coming
now.
back up now to investigate the creak that you heard from upstairs, and you see Uno walking back from the bathroom.
Yeah, still on alert, but she doesn't see a lot of windows up here, so she'll just go back standing to full height and then just kind of approach him. Did you hear that strange sound?
Oh, I thought that was somebody's white noise machine.
There was someone standing outside over at the road. I don't know where they went. I don't know if they have a way of getting inside, though.
Well, could have been the garage when they got messed up. Either way.
I'll take a look at the
What's-
garage then.
Yeah. What time is it?
I look at my skin watch because I have one of those.
It's 2
Oh,
o'clock in
shit.
the morning.
Oh shit!
2 in the morning.
What up? I gotta remember when Uno wakes up at what time. Brain juice.
You need more milkshake.
I do.
Just the I do.
I do. I do.
I could always use more milkshake.
More shake and milk.
That's how you make
Could you keep an
cheese.
eye-
Some milk.
could you
No,
keep an eye
actually,
out
that's how you
while
make
I-
butter. Excuse me.
Cheese is longer. No.
Could you keep an eye out while I go check the garage?
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just
Then
have.
you was
I'm gonna have Uno go grab his fucking stun baton and taser and just hoist it on himself,
Okay.
saying, "Hopefully, it's not another bum."
Uno.
Yes.
What does your room look like? What's the setup? Like, do you have a bunk bed? Do you have a beanbag? Like, what's the setup?
A floor mat, a desk with a laptop. You know what else is in there? It's very minimal. I'm having a stroke.
Minimalist.
Minimal. Yeah, type of deal. Because he's not gonna live there for a while, since he knows he's gonna leave sooner or later when the job is done.
Okay.
So it's like there's not a lot of decoration. It's just his bed and some clothes in the closet and a desk. That's it.
Okay. As you walk into a room, you think you hear someone say your name. And then you kind of shrug it off, and then you go and get your stun baton. And then you hear a voice behind you that says, you won't be needing those.
Eh. Uno's just gonna reply, "Better safe than sorry. Go back to bed."
The only things that can be hurt by that are the friends around you. If you want to keep them safe, you shouldn't bring those out. For what you intend to face can't be harmed by mortal hands. And that's when you realize that there's another person in the room with you. And it's not Ambidance. It's not anybody you know.
It's not L. Yeah.
It's, you're not even sure it's human because it seems big. Like, oppressively big. Like when you see, your jacket hanging on something in the corner and it just looks like a dark figure and it just keeps growing with intensity and like you just can't shake it. You know that it's not real, but it like keeps growing. That like unsettling feeling. You feel that. Do you turn around?
He's gonna rub his temples and just say, "I need to get more sleep. Hallucinations are going wild."
Okay.
He-
Here's where I would like to ask. There is no roll here. Do
Right.
you turn to face the figure to talk to them, or do you ignore them? You tell me what Uno does.
Uno will begrudgingly turn around. It's probably hopes it's somebody else in there. Probably it's Ambidance. They have a way getting there a wrench and say, "Well, how do you know what it is?"
I think you get the words, how do you, and you stop, because what's sitting at your desk is just an entity. They don't have any solid shape or form, or if they do, they seem to be so surrounded in shadow that you can't make out any of their features. And in fact, it almost looks like they are draped in robes and cloth that crosshatch and crisscross and make up some sort of attire, but it's just made of darkness itself, and you can really only make out the edges of them. You get the sense that they're sitting in your chair, and they have their legs crossed, and they've got their hands rested on their knee, and there's somewhere in that void is just a face. But it's like, it's not just here and it's obscured. It almost feels like the face is miles away, hundreds of miles away, infinitely away, just so far away that it just cannot be comprehended or seen. And yet you get the sense that this is like a cordial person, but your mind, your body, your sixth sense, anything that you have is just telling you that this is like some entity, and you're like not afraid necessarily, but like there is this spoken rule of like fearing the dark, of like not knowing what's in it because danger lurks in the dark kind of feeling.
Kind of makes sense, yeah.
Yes. And as you say, how do you, I think they kind of tilt slightly as they say, and how do you do as well? It has been
What can...
some time,
Go ahead.
number one. And then we're going to cut to Yumi.
Perfect.
Yumi. Yeah, I'm going to give you some time to think. Yumi, you make your way down the stairs to the main living room, and you make your way over to the garage. Are you stealthing?
Yeah, she would go back into stealth.
All right, roll my stealth.
It's 12. Ugh, 14.
Okay. You are moving very quietly until you realize that you're making some tapping sounds, just some kind of tip taps. And you realize that you've gotten something on your foot. Like you've kind of stepped in something wet. And it's just kind of ever so slightly making the slightest tap sound.
She'll try to retrace her steps to see if she can figure out where she would have stepped on something wet.
You can, because you actually made some small dots that it's just kind of dark in the darkness of the house. As you make your way back to it, you can see that there actually is another trail that's not yours that you stepped on. And you're not even sure how you missed it the first time. It's almost like it was there, but you couldn't see it. And as soon as you were aware that it existed, somehow your brain just kind of clicked and made sense, and you can see it now. And it looks like it's something. You're not try. You know what? Give me tracking. We've got skills for this. Let's do that. Do that shiz.
$15.
Okay. You can see what looks like small little prints. You think it might be like a dog or something. It does look like it's like two sets of something walking. But the front and the back don't seem to match. But it does seem to be leaving a trail. But yeah, you can tell that it's small. How small, you're not sure. and the specifics you're also not sure. Again, none of it is consistent, so you can't find like a good print to kind of figure out what it is.
She's
I will
gonna
say that it seems like it's trailing either to or from the garage and then going somewhere else.
she's going to assume that it probably did come from the garage, so she's gonna follow it the other way
Okay.
that it leads.
You hurriedly chase after it until you realize that it stops going in like this zigzag passion across the floor, and then it actually goes straight up a wall, and then it goes along the ceiling, and then it makes its way over to the stairwell, and you know that it's going into the crawl space.
She stops stealthing and she's moving quick
All right, where are
to
you
that
going?
crawl space. To the crawl space.
Okay, you go to the crawl space. The same one that it went to?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna try to
Okay,
hunt
you
it down.
hurriedly make your way into the crawl space. You hop inside. You can actually see that there is like a very, very much a wet spot where something has like pushed through here, and it looks kind of large, about like the size of a football. There's just kind of like a spot here. Do you turn on the light in the bathroom? Or not the bathroom, the like axis in the crawl space? Now that you're
I
here.
guess yeah. If it has a light, because she's foregoing stealth at the moment because
Yeah, the
if
crawl
this thing
space
knows
has its
about
own
that,
lights because, you know, it would be
she's
just
thinking that
oppressively
if
dark in there.
it knows about that crawl space, that this could be bad. So she's foregoing stealth at the moment. She
Okay.
doesn't care. she'll turn the
You
light
flick
on.
on the light as you get up into the crawl space, and you realize that the trail that you've been following, it's not mud or anything. It almost looks red, like it's rust or something. There's some sort of viscous property to it.
She mentally notes to check for a body in the garage later. She needs to find this thing.
You do hear a sound up here in the crawl space, and it's just kind of a very faint, like like it's something that doesn't seem quite like it's all there.
Yeah, she's gonna try to head to the source of the sound.
As you climb up into the crawl space and get up here fully, the sound stops, and then you hear that kind of wet slapping pattering sound, and then it like goes and then you hear wet slapping sounds coming in your direction.
Like, how illuminated does these lights? Like, how good of lights are these?
I mean, it illuminates the space. However, there is like a bunch of wiring and vents, and you know, there's the beams in here and whatnot. Like, it takes a bit to kind of maneuver in here, and you realize that whatever this thing is small enough that it can move with ease, and you're going to be at disadvantage trying to do any maneuvers in here.
Since it does sound like it's coming in my direction, she is going to kind of wait in her spot to like give her a better chance of like seeing it rather than stumble upon it.
Okay. Uh let's get Tomcat in here.
You hear somebody banging around in a vent. What you doing?
The
Tomcat,
in the vent.
you hear a sound you haven't heard in years. And it's the sound of music being played. And you can tell the type of like the crackling distortion, just the tone, that this is something that you've heard before. This is something that you recognize. This is something that you know specifically. Something that means something to you, and you realize that you're not dreaming. and that's not possible because where this music came from doesn't exist anymore. This was from an old diner where your nomad company used to frequent, and it was a place that a lot of you called home for a long time. And you're not entirely sure why you guys don't go back there anymore. Maybe you just moved to the city and, left that life behind. But there definitely seemed like there was something that happened that, kind of pushed you guys away, made you not go there. But you're hearing the sound of like an old record player.
Oh god,
And
we
it's
had this thing from ancient times.
yeah, it's like playing like soft jazz.
Okay, so we're doing that now. All right. He rolls out of bed. Puts his
You
pants
sit
on.
up in a booth and you're covered
Oh,
in
never mind.
dust.
Excellent.
Uh
Did he fall through the
and
ceiling this time?
it's dark outside, but the lights are on, and you remember this diner. This is the place that you kind of grew up in. You hang up. You remember like jumping off of that stool and breaking it. You remember like kicking in that post there or stuff. Like it's exactly as you remember it.
Just broke this place. No. Right. Not exactly where I need to be. Certainly where I'd want to be. But let's find out. I'll try and scoot my way out of the booth.
You do so. What do you normally do when you're at this place? Do you chat with friends? Do you get a drink? Do you play a game? There's like darts and billiards and that sort of thing. Like, this is stuff that doesn't really make sense to you. It's never been your thing, but like the novelty of it is interesting. This is something that people used to do ancient times ago, like playing with sticks and balls. Like we moved past
Yeah,
that, old
pool.
man. Like,
Yeah, we play gravity pool now, where the
Yeah.
balls float. It's the same principles all around, but
Y'all don't chuck rocks at each other no more? Fuck.
yeah.
really.
No more
we've
paintball,
evolved.
painted bullets, and shoot each other with, vest on.
No, we play airsoft. Anyways, Tomcat will try and just follow routine. As he comes from the entryway, he'll walk over to whatever music player, jukebox, whatever is here. He checks the rotation.
You
seeing
go
who's
over
paid for
to
what.
the record player, and there's no record on it, but it is like spinning, and there is music coming out.
Well, at least I picked a good song. And then he'll go check the front bar counter to see if there's coffee he can reach over the counter to pour a mug.
As you sit down, a mug slides across the counter into your hand. Freshly brewed,
Oh, prompt
nice and hot.
service. So as far as streams go, this isn't one of the worst ones.
You taste the coffee, and it's a little hot. It actually burns your mouth, and you realize that you're not dreaming. Or if you are, this is more real
This is
than
the most
life
lucid
feels.
you've ever been. All right. So coffee's hot. I have to be dreaming or doped out of my mind.
The wind outside blows a little bit, and you hear the rustling of just the dirt and the dust getting blown in the wind. You know that it's just empty miles for, in every direction. Like, this place is in the middle of nowhere.
And I take it
But-
my car's not outside.
Nope.
Damn it. Could have hoped.
You hear the rustling of like metal jingling, and you look towards the door, and it looks like the door is just closing. And as it does, a breeze blows through and flips the sign around from closed to open.
Oh, cool. That beat the morning crowd. So, what to do now? He'll
Um,
just check just everything in the bar. He's just gonna start going down the list. Like, what would functionally he have done when he was a kid? He'll go over, check the pool sticks, pick up the chalk for some reason, put the chalk back down. You know, just looking at everything, trying to find some discernible detail that doesn't feel right.
as you go towards the pool table, you watch as all the balls rise up out of the pockets and center themselves on the table, and just rack themselves into a triangle.
Well, might as well see how good my break is. He'll grab a pool stick and line up the cue ball.
Okay. The pool ball just slides in your direction and stops right in the kitchen. Do you guys know how to play
In
pool,
the
by the way?
kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a spot on the pool table called the kitchen, which is where if you scratch, you can put the pool ball in the cue ball for shoot.
Okay,
Anyways.
yeah.
Yeah, I knew about that. I just didn't know it was called the kitchen.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought I warped into the kitchen for a second. I was like, wait, what?
no.
I'm
I did
making
not
a
realize
sandwich
it
with
was
a pool
called
stick.
that.
Yep.
Interesting.
Anyways, I won't bore you with the specifics, but
Yeah.
give me some sort of like reflex skill, I feel like.
Well, it'd be okay. It'd be reflex.
You know what? I'd allow
I forget
melee
reflex
weapon.
and dexterity isn't or is different.
Yeah, you can use
Um,
melee weapon if you want.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I could just raw reflex it, or I could melee weapons body, right?
It's dex.
It's dex. God, there's too many things. No, yeah, it's a whole +5. Thank God.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I'll roll 5. All right. 12.
Okay. As you hit the cue ball, you watch as all of the balls ricochet around. They crash back and forth. It's just complete chaos for a few seconds, and you watch as it all settles. Every single ball falls into a hole except for the cue ball, which rolls right to a stop in front of you, right back where it was. And there's something unsatisfying about it. The fact that this game requires skill, and it was beaten in one go by pure chance, by luck. Maybe you were just that skilled, but you know that that wasn't intentional. This almost feels like it was done for you. You've seen things move on their own happen, and you're wondering if this is, once again, just this place making you feel happy intentionally, as if you don't want to leave this place because it's perfect, it's great, it will do everything for you. And then you kind of get this sinking feeling that you kind of remember why the nomad tribe left. Because nomads are meant to be nomadic. They're not supposed to stay in one place for too long because that is their creed, that is what they do. It's not about, not wanting to put down roots. It's about needing to explore, need to they weren't on the road. They weren't going to new places, seeing new things, making new friends and enemies. They were content here, and that was a problem. And as you look at the pool cue, it almost feels like it's inviting you. Like, once again, it's drawing you back, asking, do you want to play again? And then you watch as all the balls rack themselves on the table once more.
I always do love reminiscing, but Rolling Stone gathers no moss. I'll stick it back in the proper stick rack, make sure everything's set and straight.
As you turn away, you hear a rolling sound, and as you put the pool cue back, you hear a thunk, and then you hear a grinding sound, and you turn around and look. The pool cue has followed you off the table and has rolled across the floor and is now at your feet.
The cue ball is following me around.
Correct.
Hell yeah, I got Find Familiar for free. No, alright, so what if I wanted to leave? I
There's
just
no
say it out loud.
response.
Alright, so I guess I shouldn't be talking to cue balls. Right. He'll go to like the diner. Like,
Actually, I
cold
will say
box.
this. As you say, what if I want to leave? You hear the door open again as a wind blows through. And you see a sign fluttering as the doors open that it says, our door is always open.
Yeah, he'll go to the cold box that has just all the drinks in it. He'll grab a bottle of water.
Okay.
And
As you
then he'll
pull out
like
the bottle,
steps out
just the
door.
top pops off and it like crisps
Yeah.
up.
I put the cap
Surveys
back on.
are
I need water for
crystal.
later. Exactly.
You found the oasis of Surveys
ever-
Crystal.
I'll sidetrack it, but do you know like the Cristal commercials they put in the Star Wars run?
Yes.
I fucking love that
They
one.
do
Say
that in
as I
everything.
literally posted it.
Yeah. That was honestly the best marketing I've ever seen.
This belonged to your
but yeah.
father. It was passed down to him from his father, and now I'm passing it to you. Opens the box where the lightsaber's supposed to be, and it's just Surveys of Crystal. Oh,
So, I'll recap the water. This is meant to go. And I'll just start trying to walk out the door.
the breeze stops and the door swings closed, and it kind of does so loosely. It kind of like flutters back and forth. You could push on the door. You could leave. There's nothing stopping you. But the moment makes you hesitate. You pause. I think the music like shuts off, and as you turn in its direction, you watch as the lights kind of flicker and burn out, and you realize that this place isn't as rose-colored as you thought. It's covered in dust. It's been abandoned. Nobody's touched this place in years.
Look, all I'm saying is complacency breeds contempt. I don't need the dream to last forever. Just for a short while is fine. I'll be back. It's not a problem. As I start putting my hand on the door. Just slowly trying to exit.
Okay. As you push the door open, a breeze actually comes from inside the building, rushing, actually pushing you out into this flurry, this dust storm that buffets you, and you fall to the ground, you spin around, and then you wake up in your bed and you fall out of your bed and you are covered in sand and dirt and dust. And as you're looking up at the ceiling, a small tattered piece of paper flutters to the ground. And you can pick it up, or as you look at it, it says Last Stop, which is the name of the place, and it's a punch card.
First things first. Yeah, dust. Anyways, and I pick up the punch card. Like
And
it's a
you're
punch card, like a time block card.
no, it's like a
Okay.
number of uses. It's got like 8
Oh, okay.
punchable thoughts on it, and there's like little subtext on it and whatnot. But also that water bottle that you're holding is full of dirt. and your mouth has like dirt in it.
So the was accurate. Awesome. All right. So, hey, does this room have a vacuum?
We're gonna cut back over to Uno. As he says, "Where's the vacuum?"
It's a
Okay,
valid
we gonna
question.
catch him? You gonna catch him there, Ghostbuster?
Uno,
Absolutely.
you
What's
are
up?
face to face with an endless void, and they seem to know you, or at least they recognize you. They've called you by name, a name that nobody should know,
Hmm.
a name that doesn't even feel like it belongs to you, and yet, coming from them, it seems like they know you more than you do.
Uno, well, will there be anything I need to roll in this moment or no?
You tell me what you're doing, and I'll tell you if you need to roll. Because right now you're not doing nothing, so no, you don't
Right.
need to roll.
Uno's just gonna pocket his taser and shoulder his stun baton, and just kind of cross his arms and tap his foot, saying, "Why so formal?"
Why so aggressive? Your weapons. You will not need them.
Back to our first question. How do you know?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check, yes, sir.
Give me that persuady swade.
Persuading left and right.
That persuasion?
Persuading. Persuasion.
Persuasion? Yeah.
Watch your sister sauce.
Yeah. Joshua Wishing
Watch your sister sauce. I've never heard that one. That's good. I like that.
Sometimes I don't know if I'm having a stroke or not. 20.
Some days.
20. Oh, damn.
Okay. You ask them how do they know who you are, and almost before they say it, it's almost like you understand, and you realize that this has been true about everything that they say. It's almost as if the information makes its way to your mind before they speak, and you're not even sure if they are speaking. It doesn't seem like there's a voice emanating from them. It's almost like there's an understanding that comes to your mind before they say
I
it.
see.
Almost as if
Yeah.
they actually I don't think I
Kind of
want
how
to
your
release
one
that yet.
Kind of how your one friend looks at you when you're about to do something devious or
It's
stupid.
like a reverse echo where you like hear the echo first, or maybe you did hear their voice and you weren't able to understand it until the echo hits you, and then it's like in English. It's like watching subtitles almost, but like hearing it, where like you're listening to a voice and you don't understand it until you can comprehend it.
Yeah.
As
Reading
they
the head.
say, I am a container of many things. Many things come my way, most of which are not by my choosing. And yet, they stay.
Uno, with that just being all said, I was just gonna say, all right, no fortune cookie crap. Why are you here? I don't have you scheduled in for anything.
Sorry,
you
I
got
kind
this,
of
bro.
wasn't prepared for you to just talk casually to this person, but I should have expected. They say, I am where I need to be. The fact that I am here means that you need me. Is it time already?
Uno's gonna look on the wall clock to see what he means by what time.
You look at the clock and you realize that the clock isn't ticking.
All right, it's dead.
You actually look. I don't know what's in your room.
Bed, desk, wall clock.
Maybe as you were like going through your bag or something, and you like tossed it back, you realize that it's like frozen in the air. It's like it's not collapsing back down. You know.
Yeah.
It seems like you're frozen in a moment in time. It's
All right.
really cool.
Cool as in
And
temperature or
maybe spooky.
aesthetic?
Are you spooked yet?
Nope.
Boo.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. They say to you, you swore last time that it was going to be the last time. Are you really so eager to break your word? I know how you are with your contracts.
Thing is, as promises are, they'll break. I do what is needed and necessary. I don't need some sort of shadow of the past to say what I'm doing is right or wrong, or say if I need them or not.
Always moving forward. That is what I like about you. That is what makes you better than me. Because you can do something I never could.
So, you know what is here and what is bothering.
That remains to be seen. Are you ready to revoke your vows? Do we have an accord once more? And you feel them more than you see them extend a hand towards you. And it's so far away. It's just like galaxies away. And yet in this room, it almost seems to stretch infinitely. Like it's slowly moving towards you. Like it's going to touch you, but it would have touched you a long time ago. It's like still stretching. It's still moving towards you. It's like this constantly cascading thing that's reaching towards you. And yet it never seems to quite touch you.
Oh, I see. It's trying to give me inside its own plane of world or universe, whatever it is, dimension. But I can't unless I accept.
You are the one that wants my help. I just enjoy helping.
What catch? What consequence? What pride?
Give me bureaucracy.
Yeah, I fucking know it. Demons are just fucked up CEOs trying to make a fucked up contract with you.
You don't think this is a demon. You think this might be like a celestial entity, if anything.
Trying to fucking help me. You're trying to help yourself, dickhead. Oh man. Okay. I got a 18, but I'm gonna add an egg point, which gives it a 10, so 28.
Okay. You understand that by allowing yourself to need the help of this entity that you have already lost. You understand that this thing wants to help you. It can give you assistance. It can give you powers. It can give you access to things, understanding, abilities. It can open up a whole world to you, and you realize that by doing that, you're also inviting a bunch of other responsibility, danger. It's like when an alien planet discovers high power technology in Star Trek, and they're like, this planet's ready for a higher level of war.
Mm-hmm.
There is something else, though. You don't know what this thing's intentions are, and I will say that you cannot tell that. There is no possible way that you would be able to read this thing. You would not be able to
Deduction.
roll human perception on this. You
Deduction.
you can tell that this thing has been down this road before, specifically with you, or maybe your family line or something, some reiteration of you. You don't know if that's, uh, you know, some sort of, mind forgetting thing, a blank in your psyche. Maybe you've been reincarnated or something. You're not sure, but this entity seems familial with you, and you don't sense any hostility. Uh, in fact, you don't feel anything from this entity. It's almost as if they don't have emotions, they don't have wants or desires. They just simply are a thing that exists. And the more and more you look at this thing, it feels less and less like you understand it. You can't connect to this thing. It isn't a computer with processes and numbers and restrictions and codes and limitations. It also isn't a human with thoughts and feelings and emotions and, understanding of right and wrong, or the, ability to decide to do wrong or right. This is just something that is. Like, you can't blame a waterfall for destroying a village. It's just a thing that happens. And you can hold back the tide, and you can use that power, the flow of the river. You can channel it, you can harness it. But at the end of the day, it will be too much for you. It's just a matter of how long you hold on to it. And that's kind of the understanding that you get with this thing, that it just simply is, and its hand is there, and you can take or leave it.
Okay.
But the
Uno's
fact that
gonna.
you apparently have done this before and have somehow escaped, you kind of get some solace in that. I'll give you that much. Because you rolled so high, that's why I'm giving you all this information. Otherwise, you would have no way of possibly figuring this out.
Right.
For actually understanding what the concept of this thing is, I will give you an egg point, and
Nice.
you somehow remember this thing as the doorman. That they are just an essence of the void. They are just a gateway to infinity, possibilities, but also getting lost in it. It's not just a matter of like choosing an option and using it. There's the possibility of just getting lost in choice as well. But somehow their name is the doorman.
Uno's gonna make the gesture that he's gonna take the hand, but swat it away and tell them if they want to make a deal, then we have to go over it on paper.
You attempt to swap the hand by waving your hand through it. And as you do, you kind of watch as like speckles flick through the air that it's kind of like swatting away dust. Um, and this figure just kind of sits there, unperturbed. And I think they fade out of existence, and your coat collapses back down, your bag settles, the clock begins ticking again, and you hear that voice that says, "I always have been, and always will be. Whether you see me or use me is you." Also, no,
And I
not
have
that
it
doorman.
right.
This
and I
is
have your
I don't have a great thing, but this is kind of what you can use to visualize them if you want.
yeah.
I
was
I
thinking
will I
actually
will write up stuff for
shadowy
them
thing.
after the session. Don't worry.
So Freeman.
No problems.
Yumi, you are in the crawl space. As this thing is, or no, you backed out of the crawl space, or are you still in the crawl
Kind
space?
of. I'm kind of staying in my staying put, waiting for letting it come to me, since it sounds like it's coming in my direction.
Okay. Um, roll me evasion, please.
Inspiration. I'm not doing that one.
Okay. Would it would it change your opinion if I said it didn't matter? I'm just kidding.
I'm not doing that one on my
All right.
on this skill. 22.
Okay. With a 22, you hear like the scuttling sounds coming towards you, and they just kind of sound like splat, 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 splat. Like there's just kind of like something crawling in here, something, tip tapping, scuttling, kind of plapping around. Uh, and then it stops, and you look towards where the sound was, and you don't see anything, and then somehow you don't know why or how you know, but you instinctively duck. You move out of the way. And I think you like move your head so fast to the side that it like bonks against one of the vents as you hear something right past your ear. And then you hear it go thunk splat as it falls down the hole where you climbed up. Uh, so yeah, you should have given you disadvantage, but you already rolled a 1, so uh, you used your inspiration. So you don't know how, but you just dodged something that you couldn't see, and then somewhere in just in the back, maybe it's like in the darkness somewhere, or it's just in the walls. You don't know if it's in the crawl space or just in your mind, but you feel something content, almost as if you're hearing like some sort of teacher being like, "Good."
I think she's gonna confused by that, but still needing to focus on what the potential threat. Gonna slide back out of the crawl space to try to find the thing.
Okay. You climb down and you don't see anything on the ground or anything.
No splatter of the
I
nondescript
mean, you
liquid.
can see a splat mark on the floor, uh, and it just kind of looks like a red viscous splatter. And then you hear like a um, you hear something that sounds like a strangled baby kind of crying.
He is going to pull out her flashlight and turn it on and just try to find this
Um,
evil.
roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me empathy.
5.
Um, you suddenly feel yourself getting punched in the face. Uh, like just some sort of force just out of nowhere strikes you. And you can actually feel like the rush of adrenaline move through your face as your nose is broken. Um, and you hear that same voice again that says, "That's not going to work."
He is like, she gets punched, she instantly punches in the direction of where she got.
Okay, roll me martial arts or brawling. What are you? What are you?
I have both. I think I'm gonna leak. So I took one of the martial arts from that uh supplement that they put out, and
Okay.
it's for archery. So I'm gonna stick to only using that if I'm doing the archery stuff.
Okay.
But they're the same number, brawling and
Sure.
martial arts. So I'll do brawling.
Okay.
I'm
I will
I'm certain at
say,
some point they won't be the same.
I will say, for what this is, it will make a difference. Are you brawling or are you martial arts? Are you doing like street fighting or are you doing like trained traditional hand-to-hand combat?
I think she's just going for a wild punch,
All right,
like
roll
a
roll brawling.
street rat. 18.
Okay. You strike out and you feel yourself actually graze against something as that voice says, "Not even close, kid." And then you feel yourself get knocked to the ground, and suddenly you are in a different place. You are on the streets in this dark, vibrant cyberpunk city. The rain is falling. It is black, and there is just bright neon lights. It's so hard to see anything. It's like a stylized film in here. You feel like you're into the Spider-Verse right now. You are on your hands and knees. You have just been struck to the ground as a figure paces over you and says, "I thought I trained you better than this. Is this what you're doing now?" As a figure is just sort of pacing. Uh, what do you do?
So I'm gonna roll whether to see if she can keep calm at this or not,
Okay.
because it's either she keeps the emotions down or she just goes into a blind rage.
Hmm.
Uh, if I get a 2, it's a blind rage. Yep, she's just attacking.
Okay. Um, I think you know what? Go ahead and roll. Roll brawling, and I'll give you advantage.
Because in her mind, she's still thinking that someone's doing something weird with cyber tech, and so she's worried that they know something about her past, but she's also
Okay. You stamp your foot down as you stand up, and your foot slips a little bit on the wet asphalt, but you recover and you quickly swing and you step in, you apply pressure, and this figure is just inhumanly fast. And they don't just dodge, but they just like catch you as like they're training you and they're pushing they're not like responding to the attacks and retaliating. They're like straightening your form, and they're like making sure that you're twisting properly. And they're like, "Duh, what is this, amateur hour?" And then you feel yourself getting knocked back down again. Uh, Once again, you just can't really make out this figure as they move so fast as you try to attack them. It's only when you're on the ground and your head is low and your hair is just matted and wet and stinging and clinging to your face. You can hear the scuff marks of their shoes as they're just pacing around in front of you, and they say, "Is this really what it's gonna be? You're gonna give up like this? This isn't you. This isn't what I trained you to be."
She is going to. I think Kip is Kip up a free action for martial arts, or do I have to roll for that?
Uh, I think you can just do it.
Okay, because yeah, it doesn't list it anywhere, but I know it's a thing that you get for martial arts. So she's gonna do that,
Okay.
and then she is
Here, I will say
always.
this. As you do a martial arts move, you hear them say, "Get out of here with that fancy bullshit." And they just land a blow that makes you slide across the ground. And I think you actually slide and hit a barrier, and you realize that you're on a rooftop. And as you look up and you're groggy and your head is just hammered and you're like swinging back and forth, you see a figure slowly marching towards you. And they don't have a human head. It almost looks like they're wearing a mask. And it's got these like bright neon lights that just match the same kind of like colored signs that are around. All these different sort of languages and letters and just icons and all these different things that mean stuff that just none of it makes sense. It's just this noise. It's just this light in the darkness that makes it harder to see, but also without it, you wouldn't be able to see. And they're just walking for you as the water just continues to rain down, splashing against the ground. And as these raindrops hit, they're almost the size of bullets, and they actually make these big splashes on the rooftop.
He's going to use the like barrier to like help herself stand up, and then she's
Okay.
gonna charge forward, like steal like the wild animal attack, but like right at the last moment, she is going to. So she is always wearing this glove because it's the one that she got from this guy. Because when it was his
Hmm.
and she took it, it is a basically it's sort of like the Assassin's Creed hidden dagger thing, but it's like on the note like it comes off of the top part rather than below, and
Oh,
it
like a
basically
Mandalorian.
just it's been a while since I watched that, so I don't fully remember.
No, all Mandalorians have this like little shiv that's like right above their wrist.
Gotcha.
Anywho, what it continue.
But basically, it's basically just a hidden blade, and attack she attacks with that. It lets her use the melee weapon skill, which again is the same as brawling and martial arts. So
Okay.
I'm still rolling the same thing, but it's more controlled
I am
attack.
going to say it is going to make a difference in this fight. Are you using brawling or martial arts?
I'm
This
using
thing
melee
doesn't
weapon
seem to
because
like
that
you using martial arts. It wants you to fight dirty. It wants you to use street rules.
I'm using melee weapon because that the gauntlet thingy lets you it tells you
Okay.
it has you use melee weapon for its attacks.
Sure. Just go for it then.
19 to hit.
Okay, with a 19, you lunge at this thing and you just feel yourself flying. You don't even feel your feet on the touch the ground. It's just lunge towards this thing, and they don't even move. And right as this blade is about to hit them in their mask, suddenly their hand is just there, and they catch it. They catch your fist in the palm of their hand, your blade just going through it, and you watch as this bright liquid begins to pour from their palm. that almost seems to glitch, and it's glowing this really bright, vibrant color, and it seems to switch. It's like there's literal neon that's like pouring out of their veins, as the figure behind the hand says, "Not bad, kid." So, what's it gonna be? You gonna keep trying to fight this alone? Or are you gonna stand up? Hit him where it hurts.
He goes for a kick to the balls.
Alright.
That's where it hurts.
So true.
Roll brawling, I guess.
19 again.
Okay. You land a swift kick to their balls, and then they clamp their legs together, and they say, well, it was fun while it lasted. And then they do a backflip while they're still holding your leg between their legs, and they just suplex you into the ground. You know, you always had a choice. You always had such good promise. I don't know how things ended up like this. Wouldn't be that way if you were still working with me. They're just like pacing again as you're on the ground. You feel this like intense pounding pain, but it's not physical. You don't feel like cuts or bruises or a rash, and you don't even feel bruising. But there's something inside your soul that's like every single time you get hit, it's like you're just the whoever you are, the ghost of the person is like rattling inside of cage, as if every single time they knock you down, they're trying to let you know that there's something inside of you trying to get out. Every single time that they redirect you, they're trying to teach you something. Is this really what you want to be? Want to be in the shadows, not seen, not doing anything of good? You want to get out there. You want to show them who's boss.
Just need to find the people who killed you and kill them.
You think I need that kind of help?
I don't care. It's what I want.
Like hell it is. And they give you a swift kick to your jaw, and as you feel your head just rattle once again, you look and watch as instead of blood pouring out of your mouth, you watch as this same bright colored neon liquid sprays onto the ground. You think I'm looking for charity? You think I'm still here for me? Nah. It's not what this life's about. It's not what this city gives to you. It's what you take. You understand that better than anyone. And they're like squatting down in front of you. So tell me once again, what are you gonna do? You gonna sit idly by while the world keeps moving? Or are you gonna run with it?
I'm gonna run it.
Let's see if you can walk the walk. And they grab you by the throat and they lift you up, and they're holding you high up in the air, and your vision is blurry and you can't quite make out their face, which is weird because you can make out every other detail, but it's almost like their mask keeps shifting and changing, and you see all these different symbols again and whatnot. It's like your vision's hazy, like you're losing consciousness when you look at their face, yet the rest of the world is fine. And they walk over to the edge of the building and they hold you out in the air. Before you run, you gotta learn how to fall. How hard can you get knocked down? How far can you stumble and get back up again? and they drop you. What do you do?
She's good. Like, her instincts are overriding the fact that she probably doesn't have most of her gear on her. She probably wouldn't have had her grappling hook on her when she went around checking the house, but her initial instinct is to just like reach there because that's something she always would have had. Um, but if it's since it's most likely not there, um,
What were you gonna use?
I mean, she would almost always carry a grappling hook around. That would have been her instinct. But if she doesn't have like, is she gear wise? Is she what she was like when she was snooping around the manor or the house?
You instinctively reach for your grappling hook, and I think you just manifest it. I think some of this blood that's dripping from your face you catch in your hand, and then you throw it up, and it turns into this line. And where are you throwing the grappling hook? Like at him or at something?
Sleep. He needs to fall too.
So you wrap it like around his hand.
Yeah, she's trying
Okay.
to get it to wrap around him.
Okay, you wrap it around his hand, and then the line goes taut, and you swing at the bottom for a second, and you look up, and he hasn't even budged. And he says, "If you want to make it here, you gotta learn how to do it by yourself. Here, let me show you how it's done." And he leaps off the building, and as he does, he falls faster than you. And you just watch him. He's actually like running on the side of the building as he like runs to catch up with you. And as he passes you, he says, "You gotta stop being afraid of the fall and learn to go with the movement that's given you and use it." And I think they just like disappear into the darkness below, and you're just falling, and you're falling, and you're falling, and you're falling. And what do you do? And this doesn't have to be like a physical action. I want you to have some sort of like mental like adjustment, some sort of certainty. Uh, that I think as you're falling, you're realizing that you can't do this with just who you are. That, uh, like, you see these signs flash past you as you're falling, and all of them are just saying things like, "I don't need your help. I 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 don't need your help." Um, what do you want to do? Do you want to like try and find that one thing in the void? Do you want to go with the fall? Are you gonna chase after him? Are you gonna try and climb back up? Like, what's your mentality in this moment? You still there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
Okay, sorry.
She's just gonna go with the fall.
Okay, so you just spread your arms out open, except the fall.
Yeah.
Okay. You accept the weight of your actions and allow it to rush past you, as you don't even look at the signs, you don't look at the buildings, you don't look at anything that's rushing past you, and you just feel yourself flying. You're just feeling speed as wind rushes past you, and the rain can't even catch you. You feel yourself drying as the wind blows through you, and then suddenly you are whooshed back to reality, and you are in the hallway, um, and you are bleeding, and you look down at your blood, and it's normal. It's just red, viscous. Um, However, you see that creature. It looks like a shriveled, malformed something. You're not entirely sure. Um, have you guys seen those like babies from Dead Space?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
that. Um, and it kind of screeches at you and moves in your direction. I think it's at that point that Ambulance bursts out of her room, and you watch as her aura, that's this pink color, like flies off her, like actually leaves her body, goes over, and just pierces through the baby monster, rushing through it, almost like this like neon flame, before the monster just sort of like disintegrates, and then you watch it fly back over towards her, and Ambulance is like, oh no, now you're one of them too.
The fuck?
um that's when Uno and Tomcat step out of their rooms, and
Armed and ready.
Ambulance looks at the two of you, and she breathes a sigh of relief and says, okay, you haven't accepted them. That's good. It's good.
Yumi
So-
kind
I
of
guess
like
no one's sleeping tonight.
Hold
Yumi
on, what
pull-
happened?
Yumi doesn't pull her mask all the way off. She just like lifts up the bottom and like sticks her other hand in there to like fix her like even if her nose isn't broken, her brain is like nose broken, gotta fix it. So she just
No, your nose
does
is
that.
broken. You
Then,
you
yeah, she's
fix
gonna try
it,
to
you
set
set
it.
it right, and you hear like, no pain, no gain.
What'd you say, Alejandro? I could not pick it up.
I
All of us
said,
were
so I guess
talking.
no one's sleeping tonight.
Hmm.
Covered in
Well, I was
dirt
just
and
gonna.
dough.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say. So where's the intruder?
Ambulance says, I think we've handled it. I think everyone can go back to bed now. And then you hear a scream from Tele's room, and then you hear that telltale sound of the window getting broken.
Yumi is running for that door to bust it open.
You slam against the door and it doesn't budge.
Like her plan, she goes to her room to bust through her window.
Okay. I think Ambulance is like, can one of you get this door open? Uno, what are
Alright,
you doing?
sure.
Use that.
I guess so. If you don't mind property damage. What should I roll?
I think she actually comes up and like slaps you upside the face, and she says, you had one job. We talked about this. You know what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to keep her face. That's the only reason I'm here, and you can't even do that right.
Uno's just gonna glare at them, just at the fact that they would put their hand on Uno, because Uno never thought ambulance would. A few words, sure, but just something physical.
Are you getting angry?
Yeah, he's under his voice saying, "The next time you do that, I swear I'm not gonna keep control. You should know
Don't
that
need to tell
all
me twice, and
anyone
she
else."
slaps you again.
All right, fuck it. All right, how do I do this? I'm trying to look back at our shit.
No. Don't worry about the thing. I just want you to describe what it looks like, as you tear this door off.
Okay.
You realize
He
that she was
yeah.
making you angry on purpose because she knows that. Uh and so like we'll talk after this. Like she didn't need to do this, but like as soon as you like go into this rage, you realize that's what she was doing. Like the last like conscious thought, the last rational thought that you have is like, ah, she got me. As
Yeah, that's a
you
tentative schedule.
go into a rage, what does it look like as you enter this rage?
Somehow, some way with the baton, the door is sliced into eights. Wait, no, nines actually. Would that be possible?
Uh, what does it look like to you in your body when you like enter this Hulk form? Is what I'm saying. Like, do you start like glitching and like there's sparks of electricity and like what does it look like, or is there even anything? I think that's maybe more scarier if like there's no physical change when you go into this rage mode.
Okay, then what it is whichever side Uno got slapped on, he'll turn back
She slapped you on both
and just
cheeks.
all right. Then he's looking up.
All right.
He's just gonna droop his head down and then put it back to normal. And with that order, Uno's other side is just gonna go on the door and just slash it open with whatever's in his hand that he thinks is a certain tool, which isn't.
Okay, yeah. And that's like a blunt weapon, but it just like it carves through it just like so fast, like like it's just in pieces, like full anime style. And I think she then like raises a hand and just gently touches your cheek and says, I knew you had it in you. And then she just rushes into the room.
I do want to
Um
know
Yumi,
Uno's
you
not
have
or
burst
other.
through your window.
Like she kick. Like how high up is it? Is it high? Is it too high that she can't
Uh
just like kick
you
at it?
guys are on the second story, I said.
No, I mean the window.
Oh yeah, no,
Like
it's like a normal
from.
window.
Okay, so she like kicks it open, and like if she doesn't see anybody running around, she's gonna try to get in. Since they crashed.
Give me some sort of like athletics something for kicking the maybe just a dex. Yeah, just roll a general dex, I think.
Ugh, 10.
Okay. As you said you were kicking it?
Yeah.
Okay. As you kick it, the like screen kind of bends a little bit and then it shocks you, and it makes you jolt and retreat. And you hear that voice that says, not like that, kid. Like this. And then you feel your body rush forward as your fist just goes through the wall underneath the window. And the entire window sill and frame and everything just shatters, explodes, rips off of its holdings, and just goes flying, shattering into pieces. And you feel yourself get hurt. Hold on a second. As you take 4 points of damage. And you watch as your hand is, for a moment, covered in this sort of like luminous liquid, and then it just dies back down, and you can see that it's just blood again. I will explain what
It's
this
like
ability is after the session.
there's like a few moments of just sheer confusion, but then she like quickly resets her mind to mission, make sure Tella is is safe, and so she's
Yeah, you
like,
see that Tella is actually on the lawn. It looks like she leapt from the window and is on the ground, just not looking good. Probably even more now that there's like shards raining down on her.
she's gonna quickly grab her grappling hook and then use it to get down without. No, she's actually gonna jump.
All right, that's what I like to see, kid. You know what? I'll give you advantage on what do you want to do? Like evasion or something? I'm fine with evasion.
I mean, I'm thinking. Wait, they might be the same. Okay. Evasion is higher, but I'm thinking more athletics because she's gonna when she lands.
Mhm.
Because like you technically can land from a second story like height and
Yeah.
be fine. You just have to know how to do it.
I
Do it
just felt like
correctly.
jumping to something is athletics and like trying to survive something is evasion, but you do whatever you want.
Yeah,
I
she's
think
gonna
this is
do
like
that.
understanding what to do kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'll give
I
you
don't know what
advantage.
I don't know what the type of roll is called, but she's gonna like do that roll when she lands on the ground to like help with the keep the momentum spread or whatever. Keep high movement. 21.
Okay. You leap from the building, and once again, you feel that sensation where you're not falling, you're not going towards the danger, you are the danger. And as you land, you actually crunch into the ground, and the lawn gets its turf just sort of ripped up, and you're completely fine. You land on both feet like a actually you do maybe like a superhero landing or something. But yeah, you don't tuck and roll and like reduce the blow. You just take it.
And I guess
You know
from
what?
there she's just gonna.
You get 3 points of health back for doing that.
And I guess from there she's not good at patching people up, so she's more or less just gonna go to. I keep forgetting Tella or Terra Tella,
Tell.
and just
Yeah.
kind of stand watch there in case
Yeah,
something
Ambudance
starts
is like at the
coming.
window, and she's like, "Okay, you got her," and then she turns back and starts frantically searching the room. What are Tomcat and Uno doing?
Well, at this point, let's just be surveying the area, just looking around, and then just gonna
Do
ask
you want to
Ambulance
end your
saying,
rage now?
it's gonna take a while, I believe. It can't be something that could be, instant, I believe.
You can give me I think it's concentration to calm yourself back down.
You can get it right now.
It actually gets harder to do the longer you're in this state. It also gets
27.
easier the higher level you. Okay, yeah. You kind of like calm down. You're like, okay, that was a bit. That was for a moment. That was rational. That was the best course of action. That was the best tool we could have used. I'm fine. Okay. I'm not
He rubs the back of
personally
his neck,
offended.
still cussing out, and just marks in his mind a mental note to schedule a talk with this one about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess,
You're fine.
yeah, Uno's just gonna say with a booming voice of, "So, what are we looking for in here? That is so important."
Ambulance gives you a look, and then just goes back to searching. He's like, there must be a grief seed here. I don't know how. It shouldn't have followed her this quickly unless it was this deep seated. And then she looks to
Bag.
the closet, where there is like a trail of some sort of like dark viscous fluid that has like it's like it crawls like vines across the ground from the closet to the bed, and it was starting to climb up the bed, and I think she just like runs over, and I think she also just like rips the door away, and you watch her that like aura that she has like flames up for a second, as she just tosses it to the side, and uh, is Tomcat in the room?
Alejandro.
I was kind of waiting for the thing. It's for what was happening. I was just letting him do the door thing. But yeah, I'm just behind them the doorway, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you guys can enter in the room as Ambulance is apparently looking for something, and you see something straight out of a horror film. Do you look at what's in the closet?
How does the room look itself besides the door being broken in the window?
The room looks relatively fine, actually. It looks like Tella woke up while whatever was happening to her while she was asleep, and she just leapt through the window out of sheer fear, just to get away from whatever this is.
All right.
Okay. Pop out the flashlight
Okay.
and just take a quick look in the closet for whatever the hell made a trail.
Okay.
I guess stand
You know,
over
for
and be
16
dance as you're
dead
looking in the
gerbils
closet.
she's crawling out.
Oh God! What the hell?
All right.
I don't know.
I need both of you to roll resist torture checks, please, as
Resist
what you
torture.
see is horrifying beyond your nightmares. You see just
Oh no!
this
Unemployment.
conglomeration of pus and concentrated bile that almost seems to be squirming and moving. All right, if guy rolls a freaking 10.
The crit just explodes once, right?
I'm
No, you
looking
can
for-
keep
oh, there it
rolling
is.
as long as you keep rolling 10s.
I got a
Wow.
24. Even I have a 0 on the fucking thing.
The duality of man.
I have a fucking 0 on the thing. I was
Okay,
like, you know,
okay,
if
that
happens,
means
it
you got a 16.
16. Yeah.
happens. Oh,
That's funny though.
I got a damn 24.
You know, if you kept flip-flopping between 10s and 1s, you would technically be increasing, but we're not doing that.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I got a 17 critical roll, 7 willpower, but 0 resist torture and drugs on this roll.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I am gonna make you guys lose 1 humanity for seeing this, though. And what you see is just a concentrated, just amalgamation of just nightmare fuel is the best way I can describe it. And before you can even make sense of it and, you know, figure out if it's like what it is, Ambudance just her arms begin to glow, and then she just streaks of this pink fire just stream from her fingertips and engulf the thing, and you hear a sickening shrill sound as this thing screams in agony as it burns away to dust. And then Ambulance is just kind of heaving. She's like, how did it... Can't move like that. It shouldn't be... It was so big. How... And she just
Explain.
looks out the window and just says, Tella, what have you been going through all by yourself? And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.